who's actually the full-on higher-up of the whole Witch Bureau or whatever, looked like a combination of Yuha and the original first seed. Okay, so Burn the Witch, Tite Kubo's new manga has been released, and it's up on Shonen Jump's app and on Jump Plus, Shonen Jump's other app that they do for global readers as well. Is up on there, and you can also read some exclusive titles on there as well that aren't available on Shonen Jump's main app. But Burn the Witch, he done a one-shot for the series a few years back, like I think last year or 2 years ago. Like after Bleach finished, he'd done this one-shot, and it's getting a serialization now. And this first chapter was very interesting, and for me being a British manga fan, anime fan, I felt a lot. I hit home on some of these aspects, definitely with some of the mentions of some of the broadcasting companies that Tite used. He really has done his homework and his research for the setting for this, and so Burn the Witch is set in London, England, of Great Britain, and it follows two girls, Niha and Nene Soul Cole, a student and an idol in London. Braxton High, Niha goes to as part of her daytime stuff, because they have these special coins that say SSWB, what stands for, if you remember the one shot, Soul Society West Branch. And this allows them to enter reversed London. And reversed London is pretty much the other side of London that still has like dragons. Because the whole thing, the hollows in this series are pretty much dragons that go berserk. And you can really see that they change colour, they change forms to black from whatever colour they originally were to black, and have weird like masks and whatever that Hollows also had, and stuff like that. And it pretty much is that we have two people that work together, that is Nene and Iha, work together to defend people in reverse London from these dragons that go on berserk or stuff like that. And there's a little bit of lore building as well, world building within this chapter a lot as well, that also shows that certain aspects, that there's this guy called Bolago that is a dragon clad because of reasons and everything like that, and also apparently if you're not a dragon clad or haven't passed this test to be near dragons, you get this thing called dragotoxins, and it's pretty much in a way it's similar to how a breathalyzer works. But instead of breathing in it, depending if you're over the alcohol limit for driving, you lick a special device, and it tells you if you've been intoxicated by these dragotoxins, and then you will be sent to prison or worse, executed, because if you're a normal citizen, you're not really meant to be near these dragons. And pretty much that is the whole chapter. Now the premise is very interesting. This is definitely Tite. I can already see that Tite Kubo has decided to make this like Bleach in a way that he wants to keep the Bleach world alive in a way, and make different sections of the Soul Society, because that is his thing. So Japan had the Soul Reapers, and it dealt with like the spirits and the afterlife and everything like that, and that was the Soul Reapers. Now we're dealing with London and using the whole dragon aspect of London as well, well, and still using Solar Society, but a different branch of Solar Society here as well. Some of the character designs are really nice. Bulgo reminded me a lot, looked like Ichigo, but it wasn't, but you can tell because it's Tite's art style. The main head guy, who's actually the full-on higher up of the whole Witch Bureau or whatever, looked like a combination of Yuha and the original first seed that I can't even remember. But he looked like a combination between those two, and you could literally see it in his facial details as well. There's another thing is, there's two ranks. There is like the Pipers that deal with the little smaller missions, and then there's these Sabers that deal with these Black Dragon Dragon Outbreaks missions as well. When this happens, the Reverse London's BBC, if you don't know what the BBC is, it's the British Broadcast Corporation. It's one of the standard channels in the UK that also has an American branch, but it's one of the British main channels for news and everything like that. And so Tite Kubo's decided to use that in his story as well, because the BBC is one of the staples of this story. So he really did do his research, and the art was on point. It's very nice to see Tite Kubo Sensei's art back in Jump. The art was definitely nice. It definitely there were some character designs I liked. There were some characters that remind me of other characters. And stuff like that. There were a lot of characters that looked and made me remember other characters, like Yoroichi, Urahara and everything like that, but the very like English, British, what's the word? Tropes or designs used in them, but some of the facial designs remind me of certain characters in this. But this definitely seems like a story that I am going to follow and everything like that, because I really enjoy it. I might review this alongside Mission Yukihira Yokazura Family, because I want to follow this and review it, because I used to enjoy reading Bleach and reviewing Bleach for you guys, and this series seems like another series that I want to follow and review for you guys. But other than that, this has been my first impressions of Burn the Witch. It was definitely an interesting chapter. It definitely was a good first impressions of the release, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen next week in next week's chapter, and I will give you my thoughts on that chapter as well next week when it comes to it. But other than that, I've been your host, Kai from Kaiser Take Corner, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya. Great first chapter for Burn the Witch. Tite Kubo was on point. It was nice to see his art. I will be starting a playlist, so if you come here later on from a future chapter release for this series, then you can check the playlist for my thoughts on the other past chapters. That probably will be appearing on the top here. You can also check out my last manga chapter review of the day, what was Mission Yuzakura Family, and everything like that. And why don't you comment down below what you liked and didn't like about the first chapter. Tell me your thoughts on this chapter of the introduction of a new Soul Society world for Tite's Kubo. And let me know in the comments. Like always, you can find all my social media links down in the comment sections down below, so you can check those out and give them a like if you want. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification and click all to keep up to date with all my videos. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.